of spectacle and grandeur. The biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. This return starts at the 5. And it'll come to an end as they touch him down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. They're taking a shot on this first play. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Herbert throwing right away. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They'll run here with Amarion Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this flat block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here we go, 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. He finds Johnston. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Forced out to his right. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Wow, a great effort play all around to find that touchdown, Brock. And it looked for a while like that play was long dead.
Relentlessness. Really is one of the biggest things these scouts look for in receivers coming out of school. Longer plays. What's their effort level? Do they shut it down? Do they pack it in when it's not on time and not on rhythm? Or is it all out every single snap, finding space, being alive, being a target for your quarterback? His relentlessness right there, his effort was worth that touchdown, exactly what they were looking for.
Trey Tucker to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 32. He's dropping back to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Here's a throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defense coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stops. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He put everything he had into this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14. Chargers 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. To the left. He's got William. This one will get them into enemy territory. Getting stopped quickly. Catch moves into the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Hey, go lion. Go.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Working downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. On the move, headed right. He just throws this one away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Running it with Hampton. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, they need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Headed out right. Johnson finds the football complete. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the 1st down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. So they get dinged for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down.
Ram.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Balin Tiger.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that 1st quarter. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Tucker now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Gets everything he has under this one. Brought in inside the 20. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders now lead by 10.
It's a good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11.
Chargers 10.
The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Chargers getting set. First and 10. Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Hampton gets it from the pistol. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Third and 4 coming up now. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they are on him, short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Five nine. Let's go.
Herbert throwing on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. That hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the grab game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Look at that power, deep left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. They're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Crowd right. 21.
Throwing on first is Herbert. And who will score? Touchdown, LA. The Chargers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown, but here's the problem. That group on the other side, well, they were prepared, they were ready for it, and now, well, you've added a little bit of Uncle momentum to that side.
Just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, don't put it in harm's way.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And second down only works out for a yard.
I think one thing thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Tag. 18, Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. Hurt. Go street. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll throw for it. He connects downfield. The offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. Big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
When you watch the combine, you watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
First down now, ball at the 33.
19, 70, 60, 60.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And he'll be back near the line to limit the game to a yard. That was T.J. Sanders on the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. He's got Bowers working the sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Defense is set. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front. Gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They'll work against the blitz. Brought in. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders both racing them to the halftime locker room. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders push their lead to 18. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Chooses to bring this one out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Ball. Be ready.
First and 10, Herbert. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Gains 15 there. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Hey, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Ray. Hey, easy. We go orange. Baylor Tiger. 12. 59. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Baylor Tiger.
Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
So run it down. The sun is out. To run it down. Get your money out. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And they're going to be setting up shop well shy of where a touchback would have been, Brock, as he's driven out at the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And this one does not go far. Working quickly here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Ray. Home to try.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Drops this one off to Hampton. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
And it's 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To throw, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, got to play with a sense of urgency. Got to protect your quarterback. They didn't either.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And the Fair catch brought in right at the 40.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
To the line on first and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Throwing now, Herbert. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Offense in a hurry up here.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Hey, don't lie. Ready?
Back to the well again. Shoves him off. Delivers another move. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers parlay the interception into points. There's time to chide him about poor tackling later, Brock.
And I probably will.
And you probably will. Coach probably will give him an earful about it as well. But let's not let the missed tackle take away from an excellent effort he had on that run.
Yeah, it really was his effort to force that missed tackle. Okay, I think that's the key to open the door for that touchdown. As soon as he slipped that stop, his mind was focused on one thing and one thing only, the end zone.
They get the 2 out of it, partner. Nicely done. But into double coverage. Felt like they kind of got away with one there.
That is a quarterback's best friend. I can't tell you how many times your players, your teammates, your offensive skill guys around you come back out and say, give me a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Throw it off. I'll make you look good. And he did right there.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. 25 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up second and 7.
The 3-yard pickup. It's second and 7. He's going to throw this one. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's the long back on the handoff. He'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Another carry for him. A big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings him to 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's go. Tango.
Blue runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Set. 21. Set.
Herbert back to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sign of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Set. Okay, 380. Go.
Back to the air, Herbert. Completed to his running back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert to throw once more. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan. And all in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers.
Now an inside give to Hampton. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up 3rd down. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
5-9, 5-9. Unity. Ready.
Line up the design keeper. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Go.
Herbert now. And down he goes. The Raiders got him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal.
Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Hey, Kappa, 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 Kappa.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
On practices today, Kate, college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams to field goals, great chance to win.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
Kappa, Kappa, Kappa.
Desperation time here. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Alone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. They're going to try to throw for it. This interception is also dropped, but they're still going to take possession as the incomplete pass forces a turnover on downs here.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they stop him. He's marked down on that 18-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers
looking inside the red zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Here's Herbert leading them to the line, going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he gets in for the 2. Successful conversion there, but it's still a 9-point deficit. Still a 2-possession game.
Chargers 33.
They'll set up for the onside kick that they must recover. Just one timeout left in their pocket. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's loaded another one up. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They're going to pass it here. Setting up the running back screen. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
I know coordinator and quarterback are going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
The kicker on for the extra
3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sends it through.
Makes the score Raiders 49, Chargers 33.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. to bring it out from a couple yards deep. Not much on that. Should have kept it in the end zone. Tackle's made at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On to the left side, and Johnston has it. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
It's second and inches at the 24-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Raiders happy now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far, but now 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mindset as well.
Blown back in the backfield. He gets the handoff. And that's a Raiders first down. And more than that, Brock, it should seal away the win for him.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock, so is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day, and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.